What's the feeling this year compared to last year?
Last year we had really started playing well leading up to the Big Tens, regionals, and nationals, and it was more of a crescendo effect at the end of the year. This year we've been playing steady all year. Since September we played really solid golf. Not too many highs, not too many lows. So it's kind of a different feeling. Winning regionals, coming in as a 2 seed this year was a little more expected maybe to have a chance. Last year they had us as a 7 seed, but we won the thing at Arkansas and beat a lot of good teams there. So we're confident, I think. I think the guys are excited to play, but I think last year we were really starting to believe. I think now they've believed for a while.
That comes with expectations, though, right? There's no flying under the radar this year. Everybody knows what Illinois is capable of.
I think if you look at the media the last year and a half, I think people are really starting to see what this program has done for the last 7, 8 years, and they're starting to understand it. It's not catching people off guard anymore. But, I'm a big believer, though, that you don't have expectations. You don't sit there and plan on expecting to do things. You believe you can, but if you expect to do them and then they don't turn out really when you start, it adds pressure and adds tension, and I think that's something we got to stay away from and just be who we are and go try to play every round as good as we can play.
This format's kind of unique. In the first 3 days or stroke play, then you get into match play, but you got to get there first, right?
You're right, Steve, and I tell you what, the format's changed since last year too, because now you play 3 days of stroke play, you qualify the low 8 teams for the match play championship, but that doesn't start for a day later, because now the individuals, because it's been covered by Golf Channel, the individuals have a 1-day top 40 players play on Monday, I believe, to identify the national champion individually. So that kind of stops the momentum that you build as a team for a day, and then you start up again on Tuesday. So it's a little different this year. They keep changing it for some reason.
Would it be distracting at all for you as a coach to have a couple of those guys playing on Monday too?
No, that's the idea, and it's going to be interesting to see. As coaches, we've learned how to handle the format over the last 6, 7, 8 years because it's changed. With the momentum of match play after stroke play, now you have to factor in an individual day in between all that. With some teams are going to have 2 or 3 guys playing an extra 18 holes in wind and heat. Where some teams are going to have guys resting, so it's going to be a kind of a different thing. You got to feel your way through it, and I think it's going to take some learning to figure it out.
Obviously, it's the pinnacle of college golf, but how challenging is it with the different formats, because it's such a different deal, stroke play versus match play? How challenging is the week from that standpoint?
Well, we've made match play the first time 3 years ago out at Oklahoma State when we had a really good team. I think we were the highest rated team we've ever had at that time with Luke and Scott and Thomas were all on the team at the time. We had made match play the first time. We didn't really know how to handle it. I mean, we'd played stroke play all year round, and all of a sudden the next day, less than 24 hours, really 15 hours later, you're playing a match play championship, and you play stroke play for 6, 7 months. It was different. It was hard to handle. Going through that, I think, fast forward to last year, 2 years after that, we knew how to handle it better. I think that's why we played better against Texas and against California, because we had been through it. And I think teams have to understand that. And it is different. You play all year stroke play except maybe one match play event, and all of a sudden they throw you into match play at the busiest, hectic, most stressful day of the year. So I think being there 2 of the last 3 years helped us last year.
Talk a little bit about the course. It doesn't look as long as some of the courses you normally play.
No, I haven't really done much work on it yet. We've been busy here. It's a quick turnaround from regionals, and I'm going to do some work on it today on the way there and call some guys and get some feedback. But I know it's a windswept, wide-open, dunes-type golf course that the wind controls everything, and the wind can change directions day after, totally opposite the next day. So we need to figure that stuff out. But we have a way we play golf, and we believe we try to play golf the right way. So no matter where you go or what conditions you play in, the way you play the game can adapt. So we're going to hang our hat on that. We don't get too worried about taking a team that fits this course versus that course, or how are we going to play out of these conditions. We know how to play it. We practice it every day. We talk about it every day. We should be able to adjust on the fly. So that doesn't concern me as much as just going there and playing confidently, believing we're there, enjoying the moment. Stress and tension and indecisiveness really kill you in golf, so we need to be strong mentally and just playing from strength, not weakness.